What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me right here at my YouTube channel. This is where we talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. Movies, video games, comic books, and TV shows, and sometimes even amusement parks. So, in a few weeks, I'm taking my family. We're going to Universal Studios Orlando, and I've never, that's not true. I have been there, but I was there in 1990. And Universal Studios is a much different place today than it was in 1990. You see, my family, we usually go to Disney. We've been to Disney 5 or 6 times in the past 10 years. So about every other year or so, we go to Walt Disney World. But we haven't made it to Universal. So we kind of made the commitment that this summer, instead of going to Walt Disney World, we're going to go to Universal Studios. Like I said, it's a lot different place than it was last time I was there. I think the only ride that still exists today, as was there last time I was there, is E.T. So what I've done is I've compiled a top 10 list of rides that I want to experience in Universal Studios and in Islands of Adventure. And I rank them from 1st through 10th. And there's a lot more than 10 rides in Universal Studios, and I'm going to experience all of them. We're going to be there for 5 days, so I'm going to ride all of them. I'm going to ride all of them more than once. But I kind of looked at which ones am I most looking forward to. This doesn't include shows. This doesn't include restaurants. This doesn't include any kind of other experiences. This is strictly rides. So I try to decide what's the order that I'm most anticipating them, and I put those in the top 10. All right. So a couple things about my ride liking. I like roller coasters. I do. They're not typically my favorite type of ride. My favorite type of roller coaster is actually the what's the word I'm looking for? Propelled coaster. The coasters that take off without going up the hill. Those are my favorite types. There's a great one here in Mason, Ohio, in Kings Island, close to where I live, called The Outer Limits. I love that ride, and that's a roller coaster that propels you forward into complete darkness, straight into a loop, and then you go upside down about 20 million more times. So I like roller coasters. But what I like more than roller coasters is I like rides with good theming. That's why I love Disney World so much, because I like a story to unfold in front of me. Now that can be the queue, that can be the ambiance around us, that can be animatronics, that can be screen projections. There's a lot of different things that could lead to good theming, but I want it to be good theming with an excellent story that unfolds in front of us. That's what I look for in a ride. It can be a thrill ride, it can be a dark ride, it can be a water ride, a log ride. Doesn't matter to me as long as it's got good theming and a good story. So with that being said, let's start the countdown with number 10. The 10th ride that I'm most looking forward to is the Incredible Hulk roller coaster. My understanding is that this roller coaster is a blast, that it has, it's a self-propelled coaster. It takes you straight up, real fast, straight up into inversion. This is all my understanding. Like I said, I've never ridden it. But my understanding is that the theming is also very good. Sound effects throughout. And just a really fast, fun coaster. Now, I've read that it can also be a little herky-jerky, which kind of brought it down a couple notches for me, because I'm not, I'm kind of a bigger guy, and when you get jerked around a lot, sometimes I can end up walking off a ride with a headache, and that's not fun for anybody. So I'm looking forward to the Incredible Hulk, and I'm definitely looking forward to riding it, but there are some other rides that were ahead of it simply because some of the negatives that I've read about it. But again, it is a self-propelled roller coaster, and I love those. All right, that's number 10. All right, number 9 is the Dudley Do-Right Ripsaw Falls. I'm a big log flume junkie. I love log rides. Splash Mountain at Walt Disney World is one of my favorite rides. Just the theming, the length of the ride, and then the thrilling drop at the end. It's a great storytelling ride. And my understanding is that Ripsaw Falls is kind of that this is Universal's version of Splash Mountain. That's all I needed to hear. I'm definitely looking forward to it. All right, number 8 is Skull Island: The Reign of Kong. I love King Kong. I love giant animatronics, and I love a good queue. And I'm hearing that this is all three of those things exist in the King Kong ride. A great queue and a great animatronic. A giant King Kong animatronic. That sounds great. When I was last time I was at Universal Studios in 1990, they had a ride called Kongfrontation. And I was like, why did they take that out? That was such a cool ride. Now, this is me remembering back to 9-year-old me experiencing it. Maybe it was awful, and that's why they took it out. But 9-year-old me was looking at that giant King Kong animatronic in awe. I'm hoping to feel that again when I look at the next King Kong animatronic. I'm hoping to just look at it and be like, whoa! So, Skull Island is number 8. All right, number 7, Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. All right, first of all, it's important to say that my wife and I are both huge Harry Potter fans. So this isn't the last time Harry Potter is going to pop up on this list. I've read that this is mostly a screen ride with some roller coaster elements in it, with some maybe some props and animatronics kind of scattered about. So I kind of took this down on my list a little bit. Still definitely very excited about it. A good screen ride can still be a lot of fun, especially if you incorporate some roller coaster elements to it. And if there's a couple good drops in this, that's all that I need. So Escape from Gringotts is number 7. And by the way, I hear the queue for this is amazing. So that's number 7. All right, number 6 is The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. Of course that one's going to be up there. I'm a huge Marvel fan, huge comic book fan, and apparently this ride, even though it's one of the older rides at Universal Studios, it still holds up. So definitely can't wait to ride this one. I'm not going to be able to make it out to California for quite a while to ride the new Spider-Man ride at Disneyland, so this is going to have to tide me over. All right, that's number 6. Number 5, the Jurassic Park River Adventure. Obviously, this one's on it. Me, my son, we're both huge Jurassic Park fans, huge fans of the entire franchise. The movies, the original movies, Camp Cretaceous, everything. We are huge fans of Jurassic Park, so the opportunity to ride through Jurassic World is going to be amazing. And this ride, a lot of people who haven't read the book, me and my son, we've both read the book. A lot of people who haven't read the book might not realize, but it sounds like this ride incorporates one of the more exciting elements from the book that didn't make the movie. A raft ride where you're being chased by the T-Rex. Something very similar happened in the book, and it feels like there's some connections there. Definitely looking forward to the Jurassic Park River Adventure. It is the exact type of ride that I like. A water ride with sounds like it's a great drop. What is it, like 85 feet? Great drop, water ride, animatronics, music, good theming. It's everything I look for in a ride. It's number 5. All right, number 4. Number 4 is the newest ride at Universal Studios, and that's the Velocicoaster. Again, another self-propelled roller coaster. Goes straight into the fun, so to speak. Sounds like there's a lot of inversions in this, and it sounds like it's also very, very fast. So it's definitely the type of roller coaster that I like. Now, if you'll notice, Rip Ride Rocket is, spoiler alert, it's not on my top 10 list of most anticipated. I'm going to ride it, but it's not on my top 10 list because I usually don't like the chain coasters, the ones that take you up slowly. I don't know. I just don't like the anticipation in a chain ride. I don't know. It's not that I'm afraid of roller coasters, because I'm not. I'll get on any roller coaster. I just don't like that feeling of slowly going up the hill. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to ride it. It's just not one of them that I'm most looking forward to, like the propulsion roller coasters are. Oh, I can't wait for Velocicoaster. If it's high, and if it's fast, and if it's propelled, yeah, I'm there. Velocicoaster is number 4. All right, number 3. Number 3 is another coaster, but it's an indoor coaster, and that's Revenge of the Mummy. Again, this is the exact type of ride that I like. Good theming, a very well-themed queue, animatronics, special effects, ride technology that's thrilling. This is what I look for in a ride. So I'm very much looking forward to the Revenge of the Mummy, even though some people have told me that it's starting to feel a little bit dated. That's fine. I've never ridden it. It's new to me. Revenge of the Mummy is number 3. All right, number 2. Number 2 is, I'm being told number 2 is the most popular ride at Universal right now, and that's Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. Yeah, it's another coaster, but this one looks so much fun. It looks like the theming is great. I love the way that you've got the motorbike, and then you have the sidecar. I want to experience them both. I want to ride a ride in the sidecar. I want to ride a ride on the bike, and I want to experience this entire ride and just, I don't know. From what I'm understanding, there's just something special about this ride. With the theming, with the animatronics, with the entire ride, the queue and everything, it just feels like it's going to be a very magical experience. So that's number 2. But number 1 is Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. That's the ride that I'm most looking forward to. Even though it is a little bit older than like Hagrid's or Gringotts, this is the ride that first got me interested in thinking. This is the ride that first made me say, maybe we should skip Disney one year and go to Universal. Because the queue goes through Hogwarts. We're going to see stuff that we know and love from the books, know and love from the movies. That's exactly the reason why I go to theme parks like Walt Disney World. It's to see the stuff that we love right there in front of our very eyes. And my understanding is that Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey incorporates screen technology with animatronics, with props, with just ride technology. It just seems like this is the exact type of ride that I'm into. Plus, it's Harry Potter. Plus, like I said, this is the ride that first opened my eyes to Universal and made me think, it might be worth skipping Disney one year to go to Universal. So, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey is the ride that I'm most looking forward to. But like I said, I'm going to ride all of them. When I get back, I will definitely do a top 10 list of the rides that I enjoyed. Because the list will be different than the ones that I anticipated. There'll probably be some rides that I rode that weren't on this list. It's going to sneak into that top 10. But I will ride them all. And then I will let you guys know which one I like the best. So, all that being said, what's your opinion? What ride did I leave out that should have made that top 10? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your take on it. By the way, I can't wait to ride Rip Ride Rocket. I also can't wait to get on ET again. See if it invokes any memories from last time I was there. So, let me know what I missed in the comments down below. While you're down there, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for joining me right here at the OQ Review, where we get to talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.